Hey guys, Matt Guzman here, back with another video, and today's going to be about my June status update of Eagle Scout in only 2 years. So this status update is going to be a little different since I haven't been getting very much merit badges because I've actually been doing a lot of events recently. And if you've been watching my previous videos, I've been to campouts that are farther away, like my Ocala campout, where that was for the Indian Lore Merit Badge. And there was not only a museum, there was also like this stream, and there was also like these lean-to huts. This lean-to hut, we actually went underneath it. It was like 10 degrees cooler than in like underneath this one hut, which is actually kind of interesting. And also, another thing I didn't show in my Indian lore video was one of the second museums we went to, because there was two. So, this is one where it had like dioramas of things, and it had like dioramas of old animals that existed before humans did, or at least like before humans lived here. So like this one, it looked like a big tooth hippopotamus or something like that. And you can see there's like fossil remains and casts as well, people finding things. And it's just really cool to see this kind of stuff. And they didn't just have fossils too. Like I said, they had dioramas and models of the creatures that used to be here as well. They had a model of an American alligator and this thing called a super croc. They also had the skeleton of the super croc. It was like absolutely huge. It's bigger than like the base of a tree. Just look how long the snout is. Also, there was this one called A Fight to the Death, which told a story about there's an alligator and a crocodile, and they got into a giant fight. And I think the crocodile won, but they snuck into each other's pen and tried to fight each other. It was really cool. I mean, I didn't see it, but the story was really interesting. And then they had stuff with like these. I'm guessing that's a Tyrannosaurus Rex head, or at least a model of one. And then they had a megalodon skull or a megalodon jaw, and that was pretty big too. It was hanging from the ceiling. It's just weird to think like how big those things are. And then it talked about how the communities were and like the niches that they lived in. And here's like this, I don't know what this even is. It's like a jaguar, but it's like a saber tooth. And this is really extinct, but it was a bear that was shown on the model. Man, in my Indian lore video, I showed that there was this giant bear that was like 7 to 8 feet tall. It was like a 8 foot skeleton or something like that. And the rest of these were just models that they had there. It was still really cool to see though. And this was just like a small portion of what I did in the month of May, and there's a lot more to go over as well. And also stuff to do with camp cards, which in my last status update I touched a little bit upon it. But just a quick overview of scouting. There are 7 scout ranks, 16 leadership positions, and there's actually 13 that are required, but overall you need 21 merit badges that are required for Eagle. For the ranks, I have 4 out of the 7, and those are the Scout rank, the Tenderfoot rank, Second Class, and my current rank, which is First Class. So that's 4 out of the 7 ranks I need. For leadership positions, I've been Quartermaster, Patrol Leader, Den Chief, and now I am Instructor, and I'm Senior Patrol Leader. So that's 5 out of the 16 leadership positions. So we do elections every 6 months, so what I'm leaning towards is probably troop guide or something like a troop historian, but those are my positions at the moment. That's 5 out of the 16. For merit badges, I have 12 so far. Those 12 are the First Aid Merit Badge, Swimming Merit Badge, Citizenship in the World, Cycling, Chess, Personal Management, Environmental Science, Music, Art, Movie Making, Reading, and Indian Lore. So that's 12 out of 21 I need, but I'm definitely going to get more because you need 13 Eagle required. So if you do the math real quick, that's 8 more non-Eagle required. And I'm going to get a lot more than 8, so I'll have more than 21 by the end of my scouting career. But I'm working on a few more merit badges, and those ones I'm working on 4 Eagle required at the moment, and those are camping, citizenship in the nation, cooking, and family life. So you can tell they're Eagle required because of the silver ring around them. That signifies that they're required for Eagle. Camping, I have a little bit more to do. There's just like certain requirements that I need to set up an event for, or like an outing. For citizenship in the nation, In my last status update, I explained that Roundtable was this monthly thing where they teach a merit badge, and the one I chose was Citizenship in the Nation. But in May, they actually didn't have a meetup for the merit badges, and the next one that they do have, I'm not gonna be able to go to that one, so I'm gonna complete that one by myself. For cooking, I need to get with my brother because we're doing that at the same time. So, and family life, I haven't actually started it yet. I'm 0%, but I want to start it very soon because there's a 3 month period that you have to go through, just like personal management. And if you didn't know, personal management is a long one too, where you need to have a minimum of 3 months. So those are the 4 Eagle required that I'm working on. I'm also working on 4 non-Eagle required, and those 4 are chemistry, digital technology, salesmanship, and reading. So in all, that's plus 8 more merit badges that I'll have to my merit badge collection. And also, because of summer camp coming up soon, I'll have another 5. So for ranks, I'm first class at the moment, like I mentioned before. And I got that done 3 months ago. And for Star Scout, I need to have 4 months as a first class and 4 months in a leadership role. So I've been first class for 3 months, which means I just need 1 more month until I can get Star Scout. I already have my 6 merit badges, obviously, since I have 12 of them. I already have my 6 hours of service as a first class, so now I just need the waiting period. So I'm 57% of the way there, and that's in progress until those 4 months are up and I'm able to get my badge. For Life Scout, that's another waiting period. I need 6 months as a Star Scout and 5 merit badges, and I already have 12, so the 6 from before plus the 5 is 11, so I'm done with merit badges. I need 6 hours of service as a Star Scout, so once I get Star Scout, I need to do another 6 hours of service. So after I do that, it's just going to be the 6 month waiting period. So I'm 31% of the way there, and that's in progress. And the last rank is Eagle Scout, which is my main goal. And I'm 43% of the way there, and that's in progress. Alright, now going on to merit badges. Like I said before, I didn't get many. It's kind of the same ones as the last status update, which is movie making. I got that 100% complete, and how I did it was I explained that the footage I used to separate slideshows, that was part of a technique that I learned in movie making, and also like this rough sketch you see here for a storyboard is just like stick figures and things. So when you're planning, you don't have to really go into detail yet. You need to plan the foundation first and then build off of that. But doing those techniques is what helps along with the movie making merit badge. Also, another merit badge I got was Indian lore, and that's 100% complete. And I mentioned before that my counselor actually brought the museum to us, but in my Indian lore video, I also explained that we went to this place called Ocala at Fort King, and there are 2 museums there. I only showed the first one. The one that you saw at the beginning of this video was actually the second one. But also at Fort King, we didn't just go to the fort. We did, after the museums and stuff, we did axe throwing. We also went to this place where they had cracker houses, and we also went to this place called Alexander Springs. It was in the part of Ocala Natural Forest, and it had this really cool patio with like chairs and trees and everything. And past the patio was the actual springs itself, and these signs are showing like what it shows information about the place is like animals like alligators, but they're not in the actual springs where people swim, but they're near that area. The actual springs that you swim in is pretty fun, and the water is really clear and blue as well. Alright, so I got the Indian lore badge completed, and moving on to the ones I'm working on. Camping, I'm 76% of the way there. For Citizenship in the Nation, I'm 60%. And like I said, I'm going to get that done myself so I can do a video on it soon. So that will be in progress. For cooking, I'm 27% of the way there. I'm trying to get with my brother to see if we can both complete it at the same time so we can both get it. And that's in progress. The only thing is that there's a few specific things we need to do on a campout, so we're going to have to set that up with our troop. For salesmanship, I'm 10% of the way there. And the only reason why it's only on 10% is I haven't done much on it. The only thing I did was counted me selling camp cards. And if you don't know, I mentioned what camp cards were in my last status update. But basically, there's these discount cards I was supposed to sell. And the maximum, they gave out prizes. The council gave prizes for a certain amount that you would sell. And the highest prize was 250. if you sold that much, you could go to summer camp for free, and that's what I did. So I sold 250, and got to go to summer camp for free. But also, I think around 175 or something like that, you also get a free pass, an all-day pass to Andretti's, and it's like a theme park. So I got that, and I just went to there a couple days ago. Actually, it was the Andretti's Fun Day for Scouts, and here's some photos and videos from it actually. So when we first arrived there, we thought we were gonna be late, but we actually got there early, and we started walking around, and there was like all these cool things, and we got these pictures with not many people since we were early, and there's like all these different arcade games and stuff, and it was cool because so, many of them, like over half, were multiplayer, so I was able to play with my brother since we were both there, and once we did, once like all the scouts got there and they met up, there was like still enough time to where we could like take videos. And after we did the meeting there, they gave us like free pizza and drinks and congratulated us for selling so many cards. And there were like a lot of people there too. And they gave us these cards, and the cards lasted for 3 hours. So normally at the Andretti's, I noticed that you had to pay like $1 every time you played a game, but our free pass, you could play unlimited amount of time for 3 hours. So it was really fun and really cool. So salesmanship, that's in progress. Another merit badge I'm working on is digital technology. I know I've mentioned this for the past couple updates, but I'm gonna work on it pretty soon, and that's 3%. And I'm gonna work on it just because it's an easy merit badge, and I need to get something done since I haven't been progressing merit badge wise. So that's in progress. I'm gonna get these merit badges done very soon. Family life, I'm gonna start on this because, as I said before, I want to get that waiting period done, so I'm not just like keep on putting this off until it's too late. So I want to get this done as soon as possible now. So that's 0% just because I haven't started it yet, but I will. That's in progress. Also reading. I mentioned reading because this is one of those ones like scholarship you could knock out within a day or two. So either this week or next week I'll make a video on this since I'll have it done by then, because I want to get this done since it's another merit badge that can count. So that's 0%, but I am going to start it so I can knock it out. Just like scholarship, it should be a really easy one. So that's in progress. And I have the cyber chit, but it also runs out annually, so now I have to redo it because the cyber chip the cyber chip depends on what grade level you are. So since it expires annually, I have to redo it now. But that's in progress, and I'll get that done soon since I need it for like, it's just a requirement that I need to do. Earlier in this video, I also mentioned the Cracker House. So these are the Cracker House homestead area, and it's like all these wooden huts and everything, and houses that people made, and they actually did live in them at one point, but they've been reconstructed. So it's not like the original houses, but a lot of them still have like the original foundations, and they've just been what's the word, like revamped or something like that. I forgot. Restored. Yeah, they've been restored. So you see like the wood to the left is lighter, and that's like ramps and stuff to make it accessible, and so it doesn't fall apart. So I'm just gonna play this for like a minute or so, and yeah, this is like near the end of my video, so just enjoy the footage and see you all next time. thank you for watching my video on my June status update of Eagle Scout in under 2 years. If you enjoyed the video, please like it and turn on notifications on my channel, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.